Hi everyone, in this activity we're going to take a look at motion tweens. Tweens are probably one of the most important elements of animations. So we're going to start with a simple tween. We're going to go to Create New, Action Script 3.0, select that. We are in Classic View. You can change that view if you wish. I'm going to stay in Classic View. Frames per second were set for 24 frames per second. So always be aware of how fast your animation runs. So it will take approximately 4 seconds for 100 frames. So knowing that, I'm going to first of all go over to the toolbar, and about halfway down, you're going to click on this here. You're going to see a rectangle tool, oval tool, and so on. We're going to click on the oval tool. And I'm going to click and drag and make a circle. Notice by default over here on the left, it will fill as blue. Yours might be defaulted to a different color, and that's fine. Next thing we're going to do is we want to have this circle, or ball if you will, have some kind of motion. So to do that, we need to convert it to a symbol. To do that, I'm going to go to the top left here and click on Selection Tool. I'm going to go close to our blue ball, and I'm going to click and hold, and I'm going to click right over top of that object. Now that could be a character. It could be anything that we want to convert to a symbol. To do that, I'm going to go to Modify and Convert to Symbol. Notice I could have used F8 to convert to a symbol as well. Then it's asking me, what do I want to call this symbol? I could have multiple characters. Each character has a different name. In this case here, I'm just going to call it a blue ball, and it is a graphic. So I'm going to click on OK. The next thing I'm going to do is, looking in my timeline, I'm going to click on frame 100. And if I right click, I can insert frame. When I do that, you're going to see all those frames go gray. So it looks like this. Then I'm going to right click, and I'm going to create a motion tween. I'm going to get this blue ball to move. So I'm going to click on that. And notice that it turns light blue. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on frame 30. And I'm going to move this ball like it's falling to the ground. So it's going to fall to the ground and hit at frame 30. Notice it draws a line showing that motion from frame 1 to frame 30. Now I'm going to go to frame 50, and I'm going to have it bounce back up. Not as high as it was before, but it bounces back up to about there. And again, you can see the movement from frame 30 up to frame 50. I'm going to click on frame 65, and I'm going to have it fall back down to the ground. And again, you can see the movement between those frames. I'm going to click on frame, let's say 78, somewhere in there, and I'm going to move this back up like it's bouncing back up. And then I'm going to click on frame 90, and I'll have it fall back down to the ground. So there, I've created a motion tween. If I hit enter, you're going to see it play from its current place. So if you watch this here, it's at frame 90. If I hit enter, you can see it just goes to our final frame that we selected, which was frame 100. If I hit enter, it will start from the beginning again and go through the motion tween. So let's try it. Hit enter. And there, you can see that we've created some motion using a motion tween. Now it doesn't really look real as if it was bouncing. What I can do is I can change the path of this so it doesn't have to be a straight line. Notice that as I move my pointer towards the line, it turns into a curved shape. So what I can do is click on this line and I can change it to a curve if I wish. And I can do the same for the next one. So this way I can make it look a little more like it would in real life as it would be bouncing. That looks a little too far. Move it back. And I'll do the same thing here. And we'll do the same thing here. I can click on this top point here and I can even change this a little bit more if I want. I can bring this down, make it not so pointed, and do the same here, like so. So now if I hit enter, looks a little bit more like a bouncing ball. Again, it's a little too pointy at the top here. I'm just going to click on this and move this down. And I'm going to do the same here. So now if I hit enter, there, it looks more like a bouncing ball. So you've created your first motion tween. So we're going to save it. We're going to go File, Save As. And we're going to save it as a motion tween bouncing ball. Notice that this is a project file. This will save as an FLA file. So we're going to click on Save. And now when we go to File, and we want to save this to our website, we're going to go to Publish Settings. Make sure that we have SWF saved as our publish file format. I'm going to click on OK. So now when I go to File and Publish, it now has published as an SWF file, and I can upload that to my website. That's it. If you could do the same on your website, upload this activity so I can view it and evaluate it later. Thanks, and we'll talk to you soon.